The process of mummifying an animal was very similar to mummifying a human. It was a careful and respectful procedure. The first step was to remove the internal organs. This was important to stop the body from decaying quickly. For larger animals like crocodiles or bulls, embalmers would make a cut on the side of the body. They would take out the stomach, intestines, liver, and lungs. For smaller creatures like birds or shrews, this step was sometimes skipped. The organs were either preserved separately or simply discarded, depending on the animal's purpose. Next, the body had to be completely dried out. The Egyptians used a special type of salt called natron. Natron is a natural mixture of sodium carbonate and sodium bicarbonate. It was found in dry lake beds in Egypt. The animal's body was covered inside and out with piles of this salt. The natron would absorb all the moisture from the tissues. This drying process could take around 40 days. It was the most critical step for preservation. Without it, the body would rot away. This ensured the animal's form would be recognizable for eternity. After the body was fully dehydrated, it was time to prepare it for wrapping. The embalmers would clean the body, removing the natron. They might anoint the skin with special oils and perfumes. Sometimes, they would add a coating of warm resin. This dark, sticky substance helped to seal the body and protect it from insects and moisture. The resin also had a symbolic meaning, connected to rebirth and protection. For some mummies, the body cavity was then packed with linen or sawdust to help it keep a lifelike shape. The final step was the wrapping. This was done with long strips of linen cloth. The animal was carefully and tightly wrapped, layer by layer. Each limb might be wrapped individually before the whole body was covered. This process could be very elaborate. Sometimes small amulets or magical charms were placed between the linen layers for extra protection. The finished mummy was often decorated. Artists would sometimes paint a face or other features on the outside of the bandages. The wrapped animal was then ready for its religious duty. The ancient Egyptians mummified a wide variety of animals. Each animal was linked to a specific god or goddess. Cats were one of the most commonly mummified creatures. They were connected to the goddess Bastet, who was the protector of the home and a symbol of fertility. The city of Bubastis was the center of her cult, and vast cat cemeteries have been found there. People would offer mummified cats to Bastet to gain her favor. These cats were not usually pets but were bred in temple catteries, specifically for this purpose. Another important animal was the ibis. This long-beaked bird was sacred to Thoth, the god of wisdom, writing, and magic. Millions of ibis mummies have been discovered at the necropolis of Saqqara. Pilgrims visiting the temples of Thoth would purchase an ibis mummy as an offering. The mummies were stacked from floor to ceiling in long